Let's take this next story that's shocked users online with a woman in Abuja, Titilayo Ibrahim, telling her story of how the police almost threw her in jail for being falsely linked to a kidnapping involving a 50 million naira ransom. Now, this kidnapping had nothing to do with her whatsoever, but in an interview with BBC Yoruba being shared on Tuesday, Ibrahim tells the story of how the police said she was under arrest last October after they patronized her clothing business. All the while, she had no idea that the SIM card that she was using was linked to a kidnapping and murder case. Let's watch.
So one move kan jáde bí méjì kan báyìí. Mo wá rí àwọn numbers mi àti location gbogbo tí mo ti lọ. Mo wá ní kí ni mo ṣe, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní number ipa àwọn tí ń track láti last year. Pé number yẹn pé ó commit ẹni tó lo SIM card yẹn kó commit crime kan tó ní láti jẹ́ kidnapping and murder. Pé wọ́n kidnap ẹni yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gba ransom 50 million naira lọ́wọ́ ẹni yẹn, wọ́n dẹ̀ pa. So man, SIM card tẹ́ ń sọ yìí o. First of all, SIM card yẹn gan sínú phone mi, inú MiFi mi ló wà. Mo kàn máa ń connect ẹ̀ mọ́ phone mi ni. And second of all, I just got the SIM card this year. Ọdún ìmọ̀ra SIM card yìí. So ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní ẹ ti ń wáyàn láti last year, ṣẹlẹ̀ last year. So along the line, wọn ò gbà mí gbọ́. And during that period, kí má parọ́, ẹ̀rù ti bà mí. I was crying inside. I was praying. Mo kàn bí Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́. Mo mọ̀ pé there are so many innocent people in the prison. Fún nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe. That very night, lawyer mi wá sọ fún ọlọ́pàá yẹn pé ẹ jẹ́ ká dé network provider office yẹn lọ́jọ́ kejì náà ká lọ confirm. Ìgbà tá a dé network provider office yẹn, wọ́n á béèrè NIN mi pẹ̀lú phone number yẹn. Àá fún wọn. So a few minutes later, wọ́n á reflect lórí system wọn pé mo ra SIM card yẹn, mo register, mo purchase ẹni on the 15th of April 2025. Meanwhile, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní on the 1st of January 2024. So síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ náà kò wà convinced lójú àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn. Irú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi, ó lè ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́lòmíì. Èèyàn tẹ́ pé bí kò níyàn tó lè help àbí nǹkan tẹ́ pé wọ́n lè ti máa jẹ̀yà àìmọ̀. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan, wọ́n ní may Nigeria never happen to us. Oh, Nigeria happened to me actually. I must say they really harassed me. Let me just put it that way.
And Rufai, I'll come to you on this because people have been sharing their stories about the perils of using a recycled SIM card. But, you know, at the end of the day, there was something really heartbreaking about her admitting and knowing that there's so many people in Nigerian prisons who were there for crimes that they didn't commit.
That's the sad reality, but it's not her fault. People get into these things. So the question is, can we have a method where a SIM card that the mobile company is recycling their number, there's also a security scan on the line before it's recycled? And the security scan should be able to merge with police records, police case files. And that's why I've always advocated there must be a symbiotic handshake where there's an API that has police records and also an API that has, you know, that's what's it called, people in the mobile sector can be able to log onto that API and see through the police records and have like a handshake. And also that handshake should extend to your NIN number and also your BVN. This back-end thing will help a lot of people. You should also have your forensics. I mean, when we go to other parts of the world where somebody's been looking for a crime, and as you put your forensics somewhere, it goes through the API to the database of the police. And if they had been looking for you based on the forensics, they are easily able to get you.
You know what NIN is supposed to do.
That's what NIN is supposed to do, but it's not full-blown. The integration is not full-blown. I mean, ordinary registration, and you want to verify NIN, you have challenges doing that. So there should be a handshake across all of these networks because it's just an innocent mistake. She went to, but I think it has even happened again. There was a case where, I think it was the daughter of the president or something happened, a past president in this country, where they said the guy apparently was using her number. And the guy just bought the SIM or something, like something happened, but it was a recycled SIM. I'm not sure about that story. So, I mean, I will underline that anecdote being questionable. But it's somewhere there in my head. So if we can have this handshake, technological handshake, it could solve all of this. But I'm happy she went back to where she bought the SIM from. And it was easy to be able to pick out that, oh, she just bought the SIM. But I think it goes back to the network operators. The second layer will be when, after this SIM was used to perpetrate this crime, it was probably thrown out of the phone because of tracking and things like that. what are the measures are we also putting in place that in tracking people when the crime is going on, you can be able to geolocate them to a certain region and apprehend them before the crime escalates? Because if you use that phone line for kidnapping and murder, there must have been a conversation that went on for a couple of days. What was the reconnaissance to be able to get to that location as at the point in time when that crime was being perpetrated? So I think these are questions we should be asked. But it goes back to that API and that database handshake I'm talking about. Because if it was there, the phone line will have flagged it.
Right.
The telecom company, before they revamp this, will have flagged it that this number that we're about to recycle is connected to XYZ kidnapping case.
Absolutely. All of these agencies essentially need to be in
There has to be a
communication
handshake
with
of
one
some sort.
another.